Our quarterly community update meeting for the Dallas Horseshoe Project. I'm Katrina Keys, the PR director for the project, and we also have Anna Bach. Hi, Anna, our PR specialist for the project. And today we want to give you a presentation on progress for the construction for the Horseshoe Project and also give you information about upcoming closures. So we'll start our presentation in just a minute, and after our presentation, we'll be happy to take questions. So you can type your questions in and send them to us, and then after the presentation, we'll answer your questions. So let's get started with the presentation. Hi, thank you for joining us for our quarterly update about the Dallas Horseshoe Project. We're going to give you a presentation tonight that'll tell you about the progress of the project and upcoming closures. First, I want to give you a little overview. The Dallas Horseshoe Project, our tagline is Fixing the Mix, because we're working on the Mixmaster area in downtown Dallas along Interstates 30 and 35E. The project cost is approximately $798 million, and the project corridor spans almost a 4-mile area. The Dallas Horseshoe Project will be completed in summer 2017, and Pegasus Link Constructors, or PLC, is our design build team building the Dallas Horseshoe Project. Once the project is completed in 2017, then TxDOT will retain ownership and oversight of the project. I want to give you a idea where the project is, and we have a project map here. And so just tell you where the perimeter part of the project. If we go to the west here, you can see the project starts here on I-30 on Sullivan Avenue. Then we go up to the north, and the project goes north to Commerce Street on I-35E. Then over to the east, just south is Cesar Chavez on I-30, and then south on A Street on I-35E. So you can see the red and blue area shows the area of the project, going through the Mixmaster and the Canyon, and then south down I-35. So that's our 4-mile area of the Dallas Horseshoe Project. The Dallas Horseshoe Project construction will consist of replacing many of the bridges and roadways along I-30 and I-35E across the Trinity River. And many of these structures were built in the 1930s and 1950s, so they need to be replaced. The project will also widen lanes on I-30 and I-35E. And then many of those new bridges will be built higher, so they'll be about 10 to 12 feet higher than the existing structures, and this is to accommodate the future rising of the levees in that area on the Trinity River. The project will also create new direct connectors for eastbound I-30 to southbound I-35E, and also northbound I-35E to westbound I-30. So these direct connectors will make traveling to these different highways a lot smoother in the future. We also will construct the Margaret McDermott Bridge along the I-30 over the Trinity River, and the Dallas Horseshoe Project will increase overall mobility and safety in the downtown Dallas corridor.
Okay, and I'm going to talk to you about the current construction activities going on as part of the Dallas Horseshoe Project. So on eastbound I-30, we have the future eastbound I-30 frontage road that we're working on, which includes a new exit to Riverfront Boulevard, and this will open this summer, and we'll kind of go into more detail later on in the presentation. And then along northbound I-35E, we're working to do a traffic shift on northbound I-35E to the new frontage road, so all of the traffic will move onto the new frontage road. In March, we did switch over just the traffic to Riverfront Boulevard and eastbound I-30. So once we do the traffic shift, then crews will commence demolition on the existing bridge to start building the new structures there. And then on southbound I-35E, we're working along the new southbound I-35E exit to Colorado Boulevard as that closed in the spring. So working on the new future frontage road, which will open later this year, along with the new Colorado Boulevard exit. And then construction along the Margaret McDermott Bridge. I'm sure you guys have seen some of the progress as you drive along the area. The arch steel erection along eastbound I-30 is expected to be complete by the end of the year, and then after that arch segment is complete, then they'll work on the westbound arch side. And then in the Mixmaster, the crews will just continue working on building new bridges and connections between I-30 and I-35E. Katrina mentioned some of the new connections that will go into place. So the new connections between eastbound I-30 to southbound I-35E and northbound I-35E to westbound I-30. So building those connections. So I want to talk about our project phasing. So we do our construction from the outside in. So we're working on some of the outside structures. So the northbound I-35E frontage road, which we opened in March, and then this future frontage road that we're working on, which will open this summer, and then the southbound I-35E side, which will open later this year. So we're kind of in between these two phases, because you'll notice that we did complete the northbound side and then the Riverfront Exit and then the new connection from northbound to I-35E, or excuse me, I-35E to I-30, and then we'll open up this eastbound side. So we're kind of in between working from the outside in, and we're about to move into the inside. Again, these are some of the two things that are coming up. So we have the eastbound I-30 opening up in summer 2015, and then the southbound I-35E, which will open at the end of the year. So this is that new Riverfront Exit we wanted to talk to you about during this virtual meeting. The biggest thing about these switches is really the decision point. As part of our project to increase mobility in the corridor, we want to move these decision points before the Trinity River. So you'll notice before, right now this exit is closed, but before when you exited Riverfront Boulevard, it was about after the Trinity River, you would just get on and then exit Riverfront Boulevard. So just make sure that if you want to access Riverfront Boulevard, you will get on the Beckley exit. So just make sure that you make this decision way before the Trinity River. So you'll exit Beckley, and then, you know, drivers wanting to access Beckley will continue to exit Beckley. But if you want to get to Riverfront Boulevard or southbound I-35E, you'll follow this blue line to the new future frontage road next to some of the steel construction for the Margaret McDermott Bridge. And then you'll exit Riverfront Boulevard on the new ramp. And then if you do want to continue southbound I-35E, you can follow this green arrow to access that point. So again, just the key point is this decision point. You'll have to be on the lookout to make this decision where you would normally exit Beckley Avenue. This will affect Riverfront and southbound I-35E drivers. That exit will open again this summer. Once we get more details, we'll make sure we get that out to you guys. And then the Margaret McDermott Bridge, this bridge will include pedestrian and bicycle access, and the full bridge will be open and complete in summer 2017. Some of the arch installation for the bridge has started, and the eastbound arch is set to be complete at the end of 2015. This doesn't mean the bridge will be open, it's just that steel will be complete on that side. And there are a total of 78 steel arch segments and 39 per arch. And the arches are about 1,311 feet long. And the segment weight, they vary from 38,000 to 77,500 pounds, so depending on their size. And this is just a great aerial of the arch going up, adding an addition to the Dallas skyline. You'll see a lot of the progress along this side. And this is a bridge schematic of I-30 across the Trinity River. If you'll notice, the highlighted in the red box is the existing I-30 before reconstruction. So you'll notice they are lower than the existing bridges. So these bridges will be about 10 to 12 feet higher, as Katrina mentioned before. So this new bridge that we talked about before, the eastbound I-30 frontage road, this bridge will open summer 2015, really affecting the riverfront traffic and traffic wanting to access southbound I-35E from eastbound I-30. And then I-35E bridge across the Trinity River, again, the existing structures here are lower than the new bridges that are going up. So this side, the future frontage road for northbound I-35E opened in March, and then soon all of the traffic will be going onto this bridge, so crews can work on this bridge. And then this southbound bridge on I-35E with the Colorado exit will open towards the end of 2015. And these are some of the construction progress of our photos, or construction photos of our progress. If you look, this picture is from February. This is looking east on I-30. So this is that road that we were working on, which will open this summer. So you'll see a lot of progress between these two. These roads are almost finished and ready for the public to drive on. And then you'll see that the arch has really definitely been, there's a lot of progress there because the arch has been lifted. And then this is construction progress along I-30 at Riverfront Boulevard. You'll see a lot of the beam work here, and then this is that new Riverfront exit on I-30. And this is progress along I-35E at Colorado Boulevard. You'll notice we opened up these new roadways in March. So you'll see Colorado Boulevard. There's a difference there, and then this new frontage road is open to the drivers. And this is just a zoomed out look along I-35E at the Trinity River. You'll notice there's obviously the completed frontage road, so there's progress there, and then you'll see there's a lot more progress on the southbound side, a lot of the beam and then the superstructure work that we're working on. And then this is construction progress in the Mixmaster. A lot of the new bridges are going up, so you'll notice that there's a lot more progress along these areas.
All right. We have many resources for the public to get information and stay updated on the project. You can always view our website at www.dallashorseshoe.com, where you can get information on closures. You can find our quarterly newsletters there and any press releases, and we do monthly construction photos that you can view from the website. We also have a 24-hour hotline, which is 214-FIX-MIX-D or 214-349-6493. We also have a text alert system where if you want to receive text messages about closures or other information affecting the roadway, you can text your number to Dallas Horseshoe to 31996 and sign up for our text alert system. We also have a Facebook and Twitter pages that you can sign up for and get updates on the project. And we do have an email at info@dallashorseshoe.com where you can email directly if you have any questions. We also have a mobile app for the Dallas Horseshoe Project. If you're interested in a mobile app, you can download it for free through Google Play, the Apple Store, or BlackBerry World. Then this next slide just shows some of our public information materials. You can see we have our quarterly newsletters listed there, and we have the newsletter in English and Spanish, our press release information, which is also on the website. You also can go to the website and sign up directly for the text alert system, the Facebook or Twitter pages, or email us. And we just want to thank you for participating in the meeting tonight. We hope you got good information on the update and progress of the Dallas Horseshoe Project. We will have another quarterly meeting soon, and just now we want to open it up for questions and answers. So if you have any questions, please send your questions in. Thank you. Oh, thank you for participating in our meeting. Now we'd be happy to take any questions you may have. You can type in your questions, and then we'll be happy to answer them for you. You see the video? Fine. We have a question of where is the decision point for the new eastbound I-30 Riverfront exit, and the decision point is at the Beckley exit, so it's just east of Sullivan Avenue. You have to decide if you want to get off and exit there at Beckley, but it is the same existing Beckley exit. We have our next question. Someone asked is, when is the anticipated public opening date for the I-30E portion of the project? Or will southbound and northbound portions be opened at different times? The northbound I-35E frontage roads are opening this summer, and the I-35E southbound frontage roads will open later this year, 2015. And then we'll start construction of the main lanes for I-35E, and those will open probably at the completion of the project in summer 2017. And we're still open for questions. Hi, we have another question. It asked, are we doing work on the Cadiz and Continental area? We are not. I believe that work is part of the City of Dallas project, so we're not doing work in those areas. I believe we have no more questions, so thank you again for participating in our quarterly update meeting.